About the hidden signs that you're aligned with your life's purpose. So ask yourself, are you living your life's purpose? I mean, it's a question many of us ask. We often think that the purpose means achieving certain goals, like making sure our kids become professional athletes or that we get the next promotion. We constantly try to manipulate our world, applying a little pressure here and there to make things come out the way we think is best. But what if the true measure of living your purpose isn't about controlling what happens, but about how you deal with what happens? And today we'll explore three key areas to determine if you're on the right track. So, in topic one, we're going to talk about the emotional gauge. I mean, are you ruled by negativity? Topic two, your approach to life, control versus acceptance. And topic three, the expansion of consciousness. Are you exploring your inner world? Okay, the first, the most practical way to measure if you're aligned with your purpose is to look at your emotional state. I mean, think back over the last day or even the last week or year. How many times did you experience negative feelings? Were you upset, hurt, or angry, stressed, or did you feel misunderstood in any way? And how often was this the case? How long did these emotions or feelings last for? For many people, negative feelings are a constant companion, showing up multiple times a day. The news makes people angry. There's disagreements that make them angry. And there's an attitude where we tend to blame others for our feelings. We say, George made me angry. But the reality is, no one makes you angry or upset. Those feelings come from within you and often from your own fears, your own ego, or your own beliefs. And a key sign that you're growing is a significant reduction in these negative feelings. I mean, when you start to grow up, you might find you haven't had a negative feeling for as long as you can remember. That's when you know you're doing really well. Instead of a life filled with struggle, always feeling like you just have to get past that next hurdle, you begin to feel happy most of the time. You smile a lot, you laugh, and you play. You stop asking, what's in it for me? And instead you ask, how can I help? And this shifts towards compassion and cooperation and caring as a byproduct of you living your life's purpose. And when you get rid of the fear and the ego, which by the way, it's nearly impossible, but you can do it, you become a happier person. And topic two, your approach to life, control versus acceptance. The second topic is about your fundamental approach to life. I mean, many people operate by trying to control and manipulate their outcomes. They have a fixed idea of how things should be and constantly struggle to force the world to match their vision. And this approach rarely works and it leads to constant struggle. A more effective path, less stressful path, a more effective path and a less stressful path is to let whatever happens happen. You still focus on what it is that you want. I'm not saying don't focus on and attract what it is into your life. Focus on what it is you want. Affirm and visualize what you want, but you let it go. And the crucial thing isn't what happens, but how you choose to deal with it. This is a major gear change in life. Instead of trying to make everything come out the way you think it should, because often it doesn't, you simply let it be and focus on dealing with it positively. This doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. We all make mistakes and we're always going to make mistakes. The real problem isn't making a mistake, it's a failure to learn from it. And when something goes wrong, you can ask yourself, why did I miss that? Why didn't I understand that trouble was likely? And often the answer lies within you. I mean, perhaps a fear or belief that's blinded you for so long, or a misjudgment of other people. By learning from these experiences, you stop judging, you understand yourself better, and your life improves. You'll find that you seem to become lucky with all of those things that you need or want falling at your feet just when you need them. And this isn't luck, it's you leveling up to the game of life. And this leads me on to point number three, and that's the expansion of consciousness. I mean, are you exploring your inner world? Living your life's purpose involves developing and exploring your own consciousness. And there are two primary paths to do this. And the first is through meditation, a practice used for centuries to quiet the mind and get acquainted with your inner self. By letting go of controlled thought, you connect with your consciousness directly. And this is why we often get insights when we're sleeping. It's because there's no resistance to your subconscious mind. So your thoughts flow easily and effortlessly. However, meditation isn't for everyone. I know I've struggled with it, and many other people I know, my friends, struggle with it as well. It's hard to keep a routine. Some people have trouble sitting still. I know I did, while others have a highly logical mind that tends to analyze and judge every intuitive experience. But unfortunately, this kills it. For those who struggle with traditional meditation, there is an alternative path, and that's using your imagination. You can use your imagination to get to the same place by creating a detailed inner world. I mean, in your imagination, imagine walking on a beach, but you just don't hear the surf. You feel the sand, you smell the salt water. And by consuming your mind with this rich multi-sensory experience and starting a story, you create a space for the larger consciousness system to interact with you. A story can take on life on its own, leading you to a place where you have something to learn. Ultimately, the goal is to integrate your logical and intuitive sides of your brain. And as you develop, you'll find you spend more time in the intuitive space, which is richer and has more information. Your logical and intuitive selves become good friends, passing information back and forth. You become whole. Because you're living in a larger reality with a bigger space, with bigger decision space. And you're able to understand people and situations on a far deeper level than most, instantly. So, how do you know if you're living your life on purpose? Well, look at your emotions. Are they dominated by fear, by negativity, or are they dominated by peace and joy? Look at your actions. Are you taking inspired action? Are you trying to control life? Or are you learning from what life brings you? And look at your awareness. Are you exploring your inner world to become a more whole, intuitive, and logical being? And by focusing on these areas, you move from a life of struggle to one of happiness, meaning, growth, and genuine purpose. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with someone if you think they would benefit from watching it. Hit the like and subscribe button. Peace out. See you in the next video.